3-door training program is a systematic, a method of application, right? One is a method, a secular method to hold everybody in, right? So it's not like a Buddhism. It's not linked with any religion to say. So that's what we're trying to avoid, that principle. It's just it's inner refuge is inner refuge for everybody. That's period. That's as a system, as a structure, as a message, trying to break the boundaries, not create the boundaries. And when you feel something, I think, and when you feel that refuge, of course, anybody, for example, let's say this maybe a little criticism, but maybe criticism, if it's criticism, it's criticism. Let's see how I can put it that. You see, sometimes in different religions, you see that, because the image and everything was representing out, it's clearly representing something from inside. The images are manifestation of inner essence. I think in all the Tibetan tradition, I think probably most of the religious spiritual tradition, that's exactly what is believed in some sense. You have the manifestation, you have the inner essence. And if you have connection to the inner essence, and then you have a relation to the outer manifestation, that is what we call complete, right? And if we say, even in our practices, you have connection to the Ah, you have connection to the Om, you have connection to the Hum, you have connection to the Ram, you have Za, you have action. Then that action is enlightened action. It's connected with that light. It's connected with that unbounded space. That's called enlightened action. But there are many actions lost connection to that space, lost connection to that light, lost connection to that warmth. These are miserable actions, so-called professions today. All professions lost those connections. I'm not saying, I'll take the word all, most lost that. That's why we're suffering. Everything what we do in our life, probably many people what they do in their life, they are not happy what they're doing in life simply because they lost connection. So in a religion, many religions are like that also. They lost the connection to that. They are into forms. They're into territory. They're lost. So, but there's no way you can deny the power of manifestation, the power of that bliss, power of that joy, power of that compassion, power of image, power of art, power of sound, power of music. There's nobody can deny. And those all power comes when you are connected to the space. But if you have lost the connection to the space, it's a dead manifestation. And many people are living like that. Many religions are living like that. It lost connection. So in the principle of 3 doors, it's something that we respect the form. But the form should be related from the right place. But we don't want to encourage the form and not address the essence. But many times there are situations like that. People doing things, they have no idea. It's like it's joining any spiritual club is almost not different than joining any golf club. It's just they seek some connection to be related to. There is no sacred relationship. That's what we don't want here. So that's what we're trying to make some. Of course, this all is the process of evolving. We are all learning, we are all growing, we are all trying to, improve. But the principle is quite clear. The expressions, sometimes we need to find right expressions. The messages, there's no doubt about the message, what we're trying to convey. The language, we improve. This is not a passive place. This 3 refuge tree is not a passive place. Whole universe is created. Whole universe arise, resting and dissolving in that single space. Whole our individual universe, our own universe, arise from that place, staying there, dissolving there. Everything in our body is arising from that deep intelligence and knowing exactly what need to do. Every cell has the information to become lung, not heart, to become liver, not kidney. They figured out everything before then you have any clue. If you have to be every step of responsible to creating your body, you will do probably a very bad job. So you trust that deep intelligence of existing. So same way in your family relationship also, you trust that a hosting in that space, being in that space, trust the solution will come out of that. And it will come out of that. You will, I think one thing I will say is if you trying to follow closely the principle of three door, you will witness that how much protection, guidance, creativity, clarity, it's just coming out of there and you are simply witnessing them. And many times even you don't do anything, you see it's happening in your life. It's so powerful. You suddenly notice, it has changed everything in my life. Who did? When did it happen? So some sense, just simply trust. It is the source, is not a passive place. So you really trust. And it will come. And it's just more like witnessing, you knowing it will come. You notice that it's coming. And sometimes, personally, what I do, I try to be very appreciative. Okay, as I do a lot of things in my life, and many of these things, what I do in my life, I don't try to put so much energy in them. I try to observe more and witness more and guide a little bit as much as possible. And, and somebody just said one time to me, one business person said to me, and he said, in a very short period of time, you have done quite a lot. And did you plan all these things? I said, no, I didn't. Then he said, I can see in his eye, the business eye, he said, without planning, if you can do this much. I said, wrong. Just trust.